Hello, I'm back. Sorry, my audio wasn't working. Okay, now I have to work how to see the chats. Is anyone out there? Is there anybody out there? Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello, there's people here. Woohoo! Alright. How are you all? Okay, alright, let's try this again. Part 2. Looks like some people are coming on, so I just wait a while you're all getting on. So I've got some good stuff coming up. I've got an interview with Laura coming up on Monday night, and another interview with Berserker Bear next week. So how are you all? Hello, hello. Is my sound good? It's not too scratchy. Sounds better. Alright. Can you all see me? Hello. See my shirt? Hope you're all wearing yours. Alright, today I'm going to get into some stuff about elongated skulls, and I'm going to show you some footage that someone sent me, which is pretty spun out. It looks like an alien in the Vatican. So we're going to sort of explore that a little bit today, and after that we'll have a bit of a chat. So I'm going to try and be a bit more organised than last time. Hello, 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 hello. Alright, hello. Hope you're all having an awesome day. Also, apparently, does anyone know, apparently you can put music on before live streams. I don't know. Maybe that was premieres. Maybe I'm losing it. But anyway, because I just thought it'd be good to play some music at the start. Maybe I'll do that and then cut it out, just to get the vibe up a bit. Before I start, look what I got. I will leave this link for this in the description. This is the Holy Grail of our Flat Earth, Martin Liedtke. I actually got this in December, like about a month and a bit ago, and I haven't read it all. Sorry, Martin. But I'll read a bit for you today if you want, and I'll leave the link in the description. And I hear that Martin is actually working on part 2, or has finished part 2, and it's going to be at least a trilogy, I think, the Holy Grail of our Flat Earth. Has anyone else read this? Has anyone else? Do you want me to read you a little bit? It's hard for me to hold books these days. Oh look, there's pictures, all types of cool stuff. Let's get open. So I've only got one hand. Let's see. There was a young man called Lockett who went to the moon in the rocket. The rocket went bang, his balls went clang, and ended up in his pocket. And I think there's something in that for all of us. Obviously talking about space and the fact that it doesn't actually exist. Alrighty, so also, yeah, I've been trying to get lots of uploads up. I haven't been on social media or anything like that recently really much. I'm just trying to, I've got so much to edit, so I'm trying to get ahead of myself because I'm halfway through a book as well, which I need to get finished. So, should we jump into it? Let me see if I can work all this. Whee! Now if I go there, then we should be able to go. Oh, hang on, I'm getting there. Okay, that's good. Alright, hang on, let's make me small. Alright, okay. Eric. Hey Eric, how you going? Thank you for all your wonderful comments on my Spiral Up channel. Who else have we got here? Orion Grays. Oh, Orion, we're going to be chatting about your species today. Scotty Saturn, Stuff Beagle. Hey Stuff Beagle, how you going? Still working on that second monstrance video. Kevin, Great British Backpackers. Is that what it is? GB Packers? Oh no, sorry. That's like a football team, isn't it? Gridiron. GB Packers 55. All right, so elongated skulls, guys. Elongated skulls. We all, no doubt, you've all heard about these elongated skulls. If you want to, check into it, it's actually Brian, B-R-I-E-N Forster, is probably the best person to check out on YouTube at the moment. He's done heaps of research, and I hope you can see this screen all right. And I'm going to just jump straight into, actually, first of all, we are going to display capture. Is that right? How do I do that? Yes, that's it there. Sorry, I'm getting there. Get out of there. No, get out of there. Where'd my page go? I want this page. 1 second. I'm doing well. Okay, here are my pictures. Now, what I want is I want this up. Okay, sorry guys, 1 sec. Okay, there's my page at the back. Oh, okay, I know what I'm doing. If I move this, there we go. Alright, I'm onto it. Okay. So, these are just pictures. This is Homo capensis. Now, Homo capensis is the name given to these elongated skull people who are clearly not us. Now, what I wanted to show you is these people, or these beings, are depicted sometimes as, people call this reptilian, this kind of a picture. Big skull. And other times they're just depicted as, normal humans. There's heaps of these types of statues all over the place. Now this is cranial deformation. This is not an elongated skull. Can you see how that's really skinny? So that's not actually an elongated skull, and I'll show you a few more pics of that later. But basically look at this. I mean, we've got these statues from all over the place with these massive heads. So what is going on? And we also have skulls, and this one's still got hair on it. Take your time. Thanks, Jewel. I am taking my time. Your cat brought in a rat last night. Oh. Here's another relief. This is Egyptian. Now, I believe these are the daughters of Akhenaten and Nefertiti. And, heaps of Egyptians like Nefertiti. This is Akhenaten here, I believe. Is that right? Oh no, that's Nefertiti. But look at the head. This is a mummy. So these things are everywhere. And they're not just everywhere as far as depictions. We have the bones. We have the skulls. What is that? That... Look, oh my god. That's a bit... What? And these things, hats. Okay, all the Egyptians love to wear these hats. So, oh, here's some hats here. Top hats, bowler hats, all these types of things. Well, how come they're so tall? So this is a site called Salt of the World, and he's just talking. I'll leave the link below. He's basically, I'm not going to read it all out, but he's talking about these different skulls. And of course we have this movie that came out, Coneheads. And this is a skinny, pale, sick prince. So it's something about him, but look at this. So this is that Queen? That might be Queen Beatrix, but look at the head on her. Look at that for a noggin. And this is actually like clay. They made a clay model of what they thought one of these people would look like based on the skulls. And these are paintings. These are the Esters, is that right? The Italian noble d'Este family. Now they basically became the Asters. And look at the heads. Now Aster makes me think of Zoroastrian. I don't know, there might be a link there. It says down here, we furthermore see in the case of the Mongolian conquerors that there were reports of them having weird elongated skulls. And most recently, even in Europe, we have found tombs of the nobility, the wealthy people who preserved their bloodlines, such as in France, and they also have this bizarre elongated skull feature. It wasn't until insiders started talking to me that I thought about the fact that in the Vatican you see people wearing these mitre hats, and those hats would very nicely conceal an elongated skull. The people with elongated skulls would look like us in their faces, and the hat would conceal the only thing that makes them appear to be different. Down here it says King George I, who began ruling in 1714, was a direct bloodline descendant of these people, who obviously had the elongated skulls in the 1400s. Interesting dates there too, hey? And then you find out that a variety of early British consorts, meaning nobility, also were direct descendants of the d'Este clan. Then it gets even more outrageous when you discover that the royal families of Norway, Sweden, Spain, Denmark are all descendants of the same elongated skull d'Este clan. So there you go. What do you think about that? In the Vatican's situation, it's horns they're hiding, not their heads. Maybe, Eric. I have some video footage coming up that look. Oh, well, let's have a look at it in a minute. But yeah, elongated skulls, and then it even goes into in 1988, an article in the New York Times traced fully 13 out of all 40 US presidents, all having direct bloodline connection to European nobility. That was by that 12-year-old girl, and basically, yeah, so back to the noble bloodlines. Noble, what does noble mean? What else do they use? Is it noble metals or noble gold or something they say? But anyway, elongated skulls, the records of Grand Historian. And this is just showing like these types of pictures, you know, these guys with these huge wigs. I'm sorry if that pic's not the biggest for you, it doesn't get much bigger. Yeah, just these, you know, the hair, this big high hair, and they tell us it was wigs and things. Was that hiding something? Oh, Henry Brown, thank you. $5, thank you very much. What's up, Campbell? We should drop the Homo capensis album called Elongated Skulls on Australian Records featuring Kenny G. I am up for that, mate. Kenny G knows how to hold a horn. Yeah, and these again, the women with the hair back in the day, and then it comes down, a few more. Marge Simpson. What's Marge Simpson hiding under that? And isn't it funny that Marge Simpson is supposed to, you know, she's portrayed as the intelligent one, and Homer, he's the dumb one. These hairstyles that we have, you know, the sort of, there's Melania. And these were huge, obviously, you know, beehives in the 60s. But, you know, look at this. What is that all hair? Like, could that be all hair? Because that's a lot of hair. So, I don't know. Oh, and here's a few more pics. So, all these things. And then, of course, Queenie. Are they really her sunglasses? Because, what the? This is just a theory. I never asked you to adopt my theories. Oh, okay, he's just talking about that. They are dank sunglasses on Queenie, aren't they? See, I've only got one thumb, so I can't do the Martin video show. What's everyone saying? Oh, and her hair is blue like her blood. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, that's a good point, Mystery Schooler. Yes, nice. Sexy as no fake. What? Sexy as? Oh, what, the hair? Oh, Melania. Yeah, look, I don't know. they just happened to put her in that photo for that hairstyle. But you know, I mean, look at that. That's a lot of hair. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know if they use pins or what they do, if there's something under there. But what it's really saying is, you know, all this kind of stuff, it's based on something. It's there for a reason. So it's people emulating something else. And this kind of big hair has come down from the 1700s and before. And it's also like the skull binding I'll show you in a minute, which is basically emulating elongated skulls. Frankie R, hello, hey. Alright, let's keep going, and after this we'll have a chat. Why is the Pope's mitre shaped like a fish? See that? Fish's head. So if you don't know, this is Oannes, the priest of the ancient Dagon fish worship, which is very close to Dogon, obviously the Dogon tribe from North Africa. And obviously you can see the hat there. Now basically it says here, according to Reuben Joseph's book entitled Why Are the Young People Leaving the Church? The mitre is derived directly from the mitres of the ancient pagan fish god Dagon and the goddess Cybele. The papal mitre represents the head of a Dagon with an open mouth. Okay, what's a Dagon? A fish. Which is the reason for the pointed shape and split at the top of the hat. The story the church wants you to believe is provided by a PDF. I don't want to read a PDF, do you? The book Nineveh and Babylon. So what did... there was the mitre. So if we look up mitre, bishop's tall hat from Old French, headband, turban, and they say it may have come from a belt or cloth worn around the armour, and that got turned into turbans. And turbans are another thing. You know, we've all seen the old pictures of the, you know, the like Arabian sort of old, you know, Tartarian looking people with the big turbans. Excuse me, I'm about to cough. Okay, and down here it says blah 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 mitre, Mithra. So here it says friendship, Old Persian Mithra, and of course Mithra is a goddess, right? So we've got mitres worn in the Vatican, and it relates back to the word Mithra, which is a goddess from Zoroastrian, I believe. Both Mithras and Christ were described variously as the way, the truth, the light, the life, the word, and the Son of God, the Good Shepherd, etc., etc. So they're basically tying them. But so this all has ties back to oh hello, there I am, to ancient religions. So let me bring up some pics. This is obviously an elongated skull. Oh god, that's bad. Now, on this, notice that it's got this fissure here, what's it called, suture? And obviously look at the shape of it. I mean, that's a big noggin. Here's a couple more. As you can see, these still have hair on them, and the hair that's on these, as far as I know, every single elongated skull found with hair, the hair's red. And we find that with giants as well. I'm not sure if there's a connection there. Now, these are the elongated skulls, and these are about 40% bigger in brain capacity than our skulls. And they work that out by filling them up with rice or sand, and they measure the volume, and then they fill up a human skull, and they measure the difference. So these, the actual brain capacity is almost double ours. This is Akhenaten. Yeah, bit of a strange face, but I mean, how big is his head? Because they all, you know, even back in the day, they wore these instead of top hats. They had these, right? And instead of wigs. Of course, the serpent on the front. Many people think that's the pineal gland. Oh gosh, people are giving me money. Thank you. Yes, tradeswoman, you're a good, kind soul, and thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. And Henry Brown, again, thank you. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this and we'll have a chat. Yeah, thank you. All right, yes, yeah, and this dude Akhenaten, he brought in monotheism into Egypt, so a new religion came with him, and there are other statues of him, and his whole body's a bit weird. He looks more feminine. He's got very big hips, and he's just a bit of a weird looking figure. Nefertiti was his wife. He was the father of Tutankhamun, and there are pictures of the mummy of Tutankhamun, X-rays, and he had an elongated skull too, and so did his sisters, the daughters of Akhenaten. And then when Akhenaten died, because he brought in this monotheism and he basically changed all the religions, when he died they destroyed everything, all his statues and everything. And so that was probably why Tutankhamun didn't last very long either. Here's another bust so that you can see, I mean, just this big head, and you can almost see there, like the shape of his head. What do you reckon? And of course he was holding, what is it, the crook and the flail. Well, the flail's still there. So basically the flail, what's a flail, right? A flail's a whip and a crook for the sheep. It kind of tells you it all there, right? Keep the sheep in line, and if they don't stay in line, whip them. This is Anu. Now he is the father of the gods in the Sumerian narrative. And as you can see, I mean, I'll show you later, but they're also depicted with elongated skulls, but clearly human. And the wings, often depicted with wings, doesn't mean they had wings. That could be, saying they were flying or something. And these funny beards that look like wool. And of course, the man bag. Oh, what's happened? What have I done? Oh my God, what? Hang on, something's gone wrong. Oh my gosh, okay, I think that might be a video. Okay, look at this dude. This is from Brienne Forster. Look at this guy's head. This is said to be a photo. This says, they're still here. This man, I understand, is in Basque. He's very left-brained, highly mathematical, and involved in banking. He's talking with a woman in front of a computer, and she can't keep her eyes off his huge head. What do you reckon? How's that for a head? Pre-fanny pack. And of course, there's a big narrative that many of these people are related in the banking system, like the old, the old world family bankers, like the Childs of Roth, etc. Coffee break. So yeah, that's a noggin, hey? And that doesn't look photo. That looks pretty real. I don't know. What do you think? Now this is skull binding. Okay, look at her head, and you can almost see it looks like her face has been pulled back a bit. Because they start this obviously when when they're babies. Okay, so look, this dude's got a normal face. If you sort of cut down here, that's a normal face. And this is huge. It actually starts, look at that, down near the base of his neck. Okay, and when we get this lady with the skull binding, see, look, that's nowhere near the base of her neck. That's way up past her ear. And see how it gets smaller. That's binding. And with a skull like this, if you had the skull, you could fill it with rice and you would find it's the same capacity as a normal skull. Hats, right? Banking. These guys are bankers, right? Bowler hats. I mean, look at that. I mean, why are these guys always wearing hats? Or who are they emulating is probably more to the point. You know, because all these people with suits, and suits, I often wonder about suits. And again, it's all, these days, most of it's just emulating other people and other fashions that, you know, the so-called elites might be wearing and partaking in. But suits, right? Like literally, these cover you from your neck to your wrists to your ankles, but then they wear shoes. So literally, people in suits, all you can see is their head and their hands. You can't see their body. I've just always wondered about that. Are they hiding something, you know? Suits, right? There we go. Some real cone heads. Of course, Dan Aykroyd. And Dan Aykroyd came out a few years ago and said he was being followed by the Dark Men. Or what are they called? The Men in Black. Not a very good movie, that one. Didn't really think it was that good. But it's, you know, part of the narrative, right? Putting it out there. Have you seen this? This is the American $1 bill, and when you have to get several of them and overlay them, and look what you get. Alien looking, but look at the size of the head on that, and look what's right on the forehead too. R. They're having a laugh at us. What do you think? Have you seen that one before? Masons wore hats like this too. Oh, really? To distinguish education? Yeah, right. To distinguish head size. Here's a few more. Now this, again, this is Akhenaten. No, I think one of these is Akhenaten, and this is another. It's definitely, this is another Egyptian pharaoh. But look at the nose on this dude. Kind of looks Roman. Yeah, look at the heads on these. These are all mummies. So these are from, well, they'll tell us thousands of years ago, but at least 1,000, I would think. Here we go. Here's another dude. It may even be the same guy, but look at that for a noggin. Hey? I mean, come on. That is... like, what? Look at that one. So, big smiling cone head. This is a statue that they found buried, and it says it's Akhenaten in the picture I found, but even if it's not, it's just showing you the head here, the head size, the head shape, because that's the ear, right? This is the forehead here. You know, so if that wasn't a real head, you know, why is it carved like that, or what is it depicting, or what are they emulating? Another one. Now this, I'm pretty sure it's a woman, but I mean, I've never seen a bald woman like that before, but then again, I've never seen a woman with a head like that before. But again, it looks real, doesn't it? It doesn't look photoshopped. She doesn't look too happy that she's being photographed either, does she? But, yeah. Oh my God, you could land a helicopter on that forehead. Okay, Jacob Rothschild. Look at that. Elongated skulls. And they're saying that. I mean, that's, again, that's, you know, that's quite a noggin. And of course, you know, through interbreeding and stuff, you know, these may have, you know, got smaller, but another probably more probable thing that happened is these guys are just, you know, they're not the rulers. They're just the top of the ruled pyramid, so that they're actually not full blood. And the full blood ones would be like this. This is another one, yeah, from an Asian lady. You can see the size of the head there. So there's stuff like this everywhere. This is Nefertiti. Look at the size of that head. I mean, I always find it interesting that her head seems to go backwards. Because there's a lot of you know, statues of her with that blue hat on. But I don't know, maybe it would cover that. Oh, yeah, this blue hat. See how it seems to go straight up? But would that cover her whole head? Don't know, but I think either way she had a big head. And this just a few more. So this is a comparison. Jacob, child of Wrath, Shimon Perez, Shimon, quite a good size, and this is a normal human skull. And so you can see how they kind of pop up at the top there. They kind of pop up, but ours just don't at all. And of course these more elongated skulls, and most of these pictures are from Paracas, if you didn't know, in South America, where there is a museum. Brian Forrester is involved with that. Here's some more. This is from that museum. Again, elongated, normal, and you can just see the difference. And there are ones like this. There's one that's called the Star Child. I don't think this is it, but apparently they're not just like shaped like this. Apparently there's quite a few of these bubblehead brains as well. More top hats, again, bankers. What's going on here? Law enforcement, right? The people that they need to control the people. Hats. I can see you chatting. I hope you're having fun. I'm just going to keep going until I'm through this. Then we'll have a chat. Then I will show you this video. More top hats, of course. And these guys again, you know, covered from their necks, you know, to their feet, to their wrists. So are they hiding something? This is apparently, you've probably all seen this. Apparently it's a real photo. I can't confirm or deny that. But a bishop holding up a big fat skull, clearly not human. Look at these side bits. Oh, I think we've come to the end. Doo-doo-loo. Puppy power. Oh, okay. I just wanted to show you these as well. So this is an elongated skull. So see how we have these, what are they called? Sutures. So this, see how it goes across the front there, and they seem to have ones that go down the side. So this is the sutures in their skull. Now, this is a human skull. And the main difference is, see, we have this one that goes down the front, but of course also our, God, I don't know what's called, horizontal one, is kind of in the middle of our head. If you see the cone heads, the elongated skulls, theirs tends to be at the front, and then they have this big, you know, shovel bit coming off. So this is a human, and this is an adult. So as adults, as we grow, the one in the front on most humans, I think, or a lot of humans, it pretty much disappears. But these ones are always there, especially this back one through the middle. Okay, so here we go, human alien. So we've got the front one here, this is human, and down the middle. See this one? Nothing down the middle. And this, I mean, it's, I don't know, is it forward? There's such a big, you know, forehead here, but it's more forward on the skull than ours is. And they have these side ones. So these, you know, clearly they're not us. These are clearly a different species, because, you know, when you start talking about different fishes, sutures in the skull, that's different genetics. That's a different, you know, chromosomes, a different genetic makeup. You know, you can't get two humans and suddenly pop out a baby that has, you know, a skull that has sutures in different places, but that work perfectly, you know, because it's not a deformation, because it works perfectly. Elongated skull, so you can see nothing through the middle here. just one across there, and down at the side around the bottom they have them as well. And these are all, obviously, this is how, so that the brain can grow. Again, see this side one and this front one. Newborn, so yeah, when we're born we have that soft spot, and that's that front one which disappears on a lot of people. And basically that's so the skull can expand, and once it's reached full size, it hardens up and this closes on most people. And one more, big suture across the front, nothing up the top there. Another human, and a bunch of elongated skulls, and you can see across the front, nothing up there, across the front, nothing up the middle. None of them have got that suture up the middle. See, across the front, this one's almost disappeared. And that would probably mean this is an older person. You know, as you get older, the longer you live, the more your skull, you know, joins, it hardens, and those sutures disappear. Alright, now we are at the end of that. Alright, so let me have a look. Let me have a look at this chat. So I'll have to bring up my other page. Hang on a sec. Where am I? Ah, that's wrong. Sorry guys. Can I see chat there? No, I can't even see chat there. Okay, I'm going to have to look away. Fake skulls. Do you reckon they're all fake? Been a while, same man. Yep. So, what are we all saying? Maybe these are babies. You know, I looked into that, Jamie, because baby skulls look a lot like, not necessarily like the elongated skulls, but like the fat skulls, you know, the big round ones. They look a lot like them, and I thought, are they skulls of giants? Who knows? But the you know, the clinker is the sutures. If they have different sutures, then they're not human. It's just, they're not. They do in Africa with necks, yeah, Amanda B, yeah. Also in Asia, like in Indonesia, or Thailand, Thailand, the tribes of Thailand up in the hills put those rings up their necks. I'm getting a headache. Oh. Different eye sockets as well, yeah. They seem to be bigger, and they're sort of, yeah, they are different. But we humans have changed so much. Yeah, well, I mean, and we have, of course, there's the you know, the fused chromosomes. We have 46, 23 pairs of chromosomes, and one of those pairs is fused, and then all hominids have 24 pairs. So that, you know, lends, you know, it's almost lends to the sort of Darwinian thing a little bit, you know, where we genetically spliced with hominids, you know, where we brought here and I don't know, spliced with the native beings so we could live in this environment. I don't know. Yeah, humans versus aliens. Can't imagine why it would be like to have half left and right brain. What it would be like to have half left and right brain, less separate. But we all have a left and a right brain that are separated. They're joined through the corpus callosum, and you can actually cut that corpus callosum. They've done it on people with severe epileptic fits called Mewe palsy fits, I think they're called. And yeah, they cut their corpus callosum so that their hemispheres can't talk to each other, and it stops the seizures, because the seizures are caused by, you know, signals interfering in the corpus callosum. But then, yeah, they get some interesting effects from doing that as well. We're all aliens. Yeah, well, this is the thing, are we? You know, I saw a little bit on some mud fossil stuff yesterday. You know, with the big, it was about the big turtles and, you know, these big animals and stuff. But, you know, I don't know about that. But the only way that could be a possibility is if we're part of some, you know, infinite, massive, flat realm, and they've come in from somewhere else. Yes, hippie shake, we definitely need to use our hearts more. Definitely. What I might do is just show you this video, hey? And we'll see what we think. Vatican homos. That's not very nice of me, is it? Homo capensis. And, you know, who am I to say? Alright, so this is, let me just get rid of myself. This is a video. This was sent to me now. I'm sorry. Thank you to whoever sent this to me. I didn't write your name down, and yes, I've forgotten it, but thank you. If you're in the chat, let everyone know. You'll know who it is. This is called, well, let's just watch this. Oh, hang on. That's not supposed to be there. That's me touching my microphone. Altar boys that they like to alter. And as you can see, even got the Swiss Guard here. And they're walking in, and what do we have? All the bishops with their mitres on, and what is that? Right here. So you can see it's got a red, you know, tunic, whatever these things are called. It's wearing red, everyone else is wearing white, and look at that, it looks like a big elongated skull and eyes down here. So what do you think? It's a bit hard to sort of see. That's pretty much the only footage. It was just, this is all I've been able to come across. This was sent to me by a subscriber, so thank you very much. And here we go again. I'll just let this play through. And you can see it's not the best, sorry the video's paused, it's not the best resolution, but I mean, it looks like it's walking, it looks bipedal, it looks, look at this, I mean, what's going on here? And of course, you know, we have all these stories of cone heads and aliens, all this kind of stuff. We have stories, Homo capensis, we even have a name for these people, the cone heads, Homo capensis. So let's just have one more look at this footage. It seems to be, you know, walking. See how they're all sort of swaying side to side as they walk? It seems to be doing the same. And right here it just pops its head out. What is going on there? And as you can see, it looks like it's got an elongated skull and the eyes are down, you know, sort of way down. It looks a bit small, it's hard to see, it looks a bit smaller than humans there. But yeah, this is the Vatican, guys. You know, you can see all the priests, or sorry, the bishops in their mitres. You know, they've got their, you know, this, I don't know what that pattern is, it's crooks and things. Alright, one more time. I mean, pretty bizarre, right? Pretty bizarre stuff. This is a shot, now this is zoomed in so it's really pixelated, but just have a look. And again you can see it looks like eyes down low and maybe a nose there. So we don't get that much of it, but there it is. Almost looking like it's got a crown on its head there, isn't it? But definitely looking, yeah, like something. What do you think? Homo capensis, are they reptilians? It looks pretty green. Looks pretty green. Alright, what do you think of that, guys? Let me bring this around so I can look forward. And Let's see what everyone's talking about. Whee! Hello. Alright, where are we all? Very odd, yes. Very odd. We blew up Mars. That footage, that whatever it was in that footage, it looks like one of the aliens from Mars Attacks. Like, that's what it reminded me of. I don't know, it looks like it's in the Vatican. If it's not, someone's gone to a lot of trouble to set up, you know, the Swiss Guard and all the, you know, that's if it's not. And that's the thing, if it's in the Vatican, even if it's, you know, what is it? You know, even if it's not an alien or something, what is it? Don't know if it's real. Don't know. Yeah. I will leave the link to the video in the description. I've just got it up on Bitchute. Mostly babies on the ark. There were babies on the ark. What, baby animals or baby? There wasn't many people, was there? A child with potato sack on their head. What? What do we got here? That's what happens when you do adrenochrome. Well, yeah, maybe. Grows the head, you reckon? They definitely live well. And this is the thing, on the video, I'll leave the link to the Bitchute video. I've put a bit up of an interview with Karen Hughes as well. If you don't know Karen Hughes, she is someone who used to work for the World Bank for a couple of decades and came out as a whistleblower, and she actually came out years ago and said there were Homo capensis in the Vatican and also all throughout the banking system. She said that's basically where she got onto it, is she was in banking, and so were all these dudes. And what she said was, isn't it interesting that none of this has ever been looked into by archaeologists? We have the skeletons, we have the skulls. Archaeologists will not touch them. Academia will not touch them. We have sunken cities, you know, all around the earth. Cities, what is it? Between, I think it's 100 and 400 feet under the water or something. 30 to 100 meters. All over the earth. And not one of them has had an archaeological dive. The only person who's tried to do work on them that I know of is Graham Hancock. He's dived on some of the Indian ones and on Yonaguni, but yeah, mainstream don't want to know about these skulls, and we have these skulls everywhere, and a lot of them with skeletons, a lot of them with hair. Now hair carries DNA, hello, you know, so it's, you know, so it kind of points to a cover-up, doesn't it? What do you think? The higher up you go, I think there's nostrils are where you thought eyes were, and the eyes were up by the two big floppy ears. Maybe. It's very, wasn't a very good picture, you know. It'd be not, and isn't it, you know, this is the thing, how come they're always such crappy quality, these pictures in this film? But like I said, that look, if that wasn't in the Vatican, someone went to a lot of work, because, I mean, I don't know, I'm not a very good videographer. I don't know if that could that be put in there? It looked, if it was done very well, let's put it that way. But, you know, these days everything's got to be taken with a grain of salt, you know, doesn't it? With Photoshop and with deep fakes. I mean, you know, deep fakes, have you seen those videos? It's just ridiculous. So, you know, and why do they need all this stuff? And makeup, right? What's makeup? All these things in society to hide yourself. What are they hiding? All being avoided on purpose. Oh, 289 people. Thank you all for joining me. Hello. What do we got here? Trinary system anomalies. Oh, what does that mean, Joy? Suzanne, hey, how you going? The rule, Regent's domain. Sasquatch, well, I don't know, do Sasquatch have big heads? The other thing is that footage looked green, but so many of the, you know, the ancient sort of depictions with big heads, you know, like Nefertiti and that, they're not, they look quite human. So I'm not sure what's going on there. And I don't think that there's a connection at all with the giants, but if there's not, then what's that? Is that a third race, or is that us? Did they modify the giants? Were we the giants? Did we get spliced with a chimpanzee so that now we're like half the size? I don't know. 007, hey, how you going? I need to send you a message. I will. Can't trust anything you see on a screen. No, I agree. I agree, Terry. I don't know what it is. I'm just putting it out there, and this is the thing. But what I am saying is, it's either real or someone went to a lot of work to make it, and to make it look real, and to make people think it's real. Why? I mean, if you think that a normal man off the street who, I don't know, wants to get views on a YouTube channel would go to that amount of trouble, with that kind of content, I don't believe that. That kind of content it gets suppressed, right? So why would you, there's a lot, if it's fake, a lot of time has gone into making it, is what I'm trying to say. And if it's not fake, then I don't know, it's not I don't know what it is. What I do know is we have the skulls. We have the skeletons. They are here. So if we have physical remains, which we do, and if you don't know much about it, look into it. There's thousands, guys, of these skulls. There's a whole museum dedicated just to the skulls in South America. They've been found all throughout Russia, Europe, the Americas, everywhere, probably even in Australia, but of course it's all suppressed. So if we have all this, why is it such a jump to say, well, they're in the Vatican as well? Is that even a jump at all? I mean, if they're real and they've been hidden, then there's every chance that they are the control structure. And if that's true, then where else would they be hiding but the Vatican, the banking system, the military, right? The tri-state. I don't know, you tell me. Am I going crazy? Alaska Triangle, 16,000 missing. What? Is that like a Bermuda Triangle? Maybe they've just all gone to Hyperborea, big prions. I had a Sasquatch encounter. Do not doubt they are real. No, I've seen some good footage. There's a channel called, I think he's called Sasquatch Hunter. He does some pretty cool stuff. And there's some interesting tales. There's tales of people being taken by Bigfoot and that, going back a few hundred years at least. Bada bang, the news is fake. Woohoo, sure is, Eric. Me and you, Mum made a video. Oh, come on, John. Really? And if you're going to try and do that, mate, it's your mum, not you, Mum. Because, what you said there, John, is me and you, Mum, like you're talking to your mum, so that's not good. That's not good. 312, yeah, right, Skull and Crossbones. At least Amanda B isn't blowing up the chat, isn't she? No green scary, yes, sorry. Do we have any... Oh, we don't even have any moderators on today. Oh my gosh. No wonder, it's like a Wild West town out there. Oh, Callum's there you go. Hey Callum, how you doing? Controlling the Wild West for me. Nah, it looks alright. Sure everyone's spreading the love. Energy, Dr. Paul. What? David Pollers is missing. Politas, who's he? Sorry, I was thinking of someone else. Can't remember his name. Lots of people are missing at the moment, aren't they? I mean, where are all these people, right? Apart from the fact that we never see the Rothschilds. I haven't heard. Where's Bill Gates gone with his husband? The royals. All these, so-called stars and celebrity, right? These celebrities. Where are they all? I mean, all you hear and see is like Twitter posts. I mean, maybe they are maybe they are, I don't know, I don't really follow that kind of stuff, but it's a very strange time. very strange time in history. Everyone seems to be, I don't know, hiding out the way, disappeared. What's going on? Are they all down underground chatting to the coneheads, getting their orders for the next year? Blah 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 blah. So I talk. 300 viewers. All right. Thank you everyone for joining me. Hope you're all having fun. Looks like the chat is going off. What have you got there in Byron, Amanda? Coneheads? Are there bankers there? Michael, how you going? Michael De Silva, 100-year-old people are dropping like flies. They are, unfortunately, in all these nursing homes. But I just read that a lady in Italy or France, 117, just apparently beat, this, beer virus that doesn't exist. So who knows? All right. Well, I don't know that I have too much more organised to show you guys. So thanks for joining me all. Autodidactic shirts are available. You should see them in the link down there. Hopefully, I've just spent yesterday rearranging my shop, so hopefully it was such a mess. So hopefully it makes sense now. So get across there. I'm going to be releasing some new designs. I'm going to get some stuff with some Antiquitech and Star Forts and some cool old sort of what do we call them, old world style Tartarian type shirts. So they'll be coming out soon, and like I said, I've got heaps of interviews coming up. I think I've got about 3 that are recorded that are coming up. There's Dustin, Laura are coming up next week, and that's all I can remember at the moment, and I'm recording more. So that's going on. We're also looking at getting some round tables together. So let me know who you'd like to get on them. I'm thinking we can only get 4 at a time, otherwise it's going to get weird and everyone will be talking over each other. Henry, another $2, thank you. My last super chat and underground cities, hide them. Was that your super chat, Henry? My last super chat and underground cities, hide them. I'm not sure what you mean there. Are you saying you've had a super chat, or this is going to be your last super chat? Because I hope not, because I'm just starting. Also, I'm thinking of doing, I don't know what, it looks we've got a few people here. I'm thinking of doing, I'm going to try and do 2 a week. How's that? Because, everyone's, locked away, bored, bit of entertainment for you all. So I'm thinking Mondays and Fridays. I looked at my stats, and like 6 AM is the best time apparently when most people are online. So I may try to get up early one day, but I'll probably do it like later at night and hopefully catch a lot of you then. So let me know when are good times, to do some lives. And yeah, any topics you want me to cover, but yeah, I've pretty much run out of content, guys. Unless there's anything you want to talk about while I'm still on here. Leon Smith, can anybody see my chat? I can see you, Leon. Kicking butts, mate. Oh, thank you, Amanda. David Paulard's son just died. He's taking time away from YouTube. I don't know David Paulardis. Do I have to look him up, do I? I'll check him out. Condolences that his son just died. That sucks. 2 week, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you for all the love, guys. 6 AM, the coffee ain't strong here. I agree, Cal. I mean, if I get up, it'll just be me and all the Americans. So I want to let some of you Australians, And this is the problem, is we're 12 hours apart here in Perth from, 13, from New York. So yeah, it's trying to find a time where everyone can sort of get on. But hey, it's going to be put up. You can always watch the reruns, but I know it's much more fun to be involved in the live chat. and we're almost at the hour. Alrighty, so yeah guys, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks for joining me. Hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for everyone who contributed then. Thank you, Henry, so much for all your contributions. And I can't see, was it Tradeswoman? Is that who you were? Thank you. Sorry if I missed any other ones. And thank you to everyone who does, you know, support through Patreon, PayPal, and merch store. Like I said, I'm working on some more merch, and I'm also working on a couple of books. One's pretty much done, but the history one, probably got another month or so to go on that. So I'm trying to get lots of content up so I can get ahead of myself. So yeah, thank you all for joining me, guys. Have a spectacular day, and I'll catch you all either on a premiere, or if not, I'll be doing another live stream Monday. It'll probably be more like an evening time, so I hope to catch you all there. Oh, ME, thank you. $20, thank you very much. Wow. Thank you all. Love you all. You're amazing. Stay awesome, because you are.